Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Ramanda from class 4A. Here I want to retell the novel entitled Ship, which was written by Angie Hockman with the romance genre, or it could be the contemporary romance. This novel is dominated by love stories and also the past career path by Henry Rose Evans, a 28 years old hardworking woman who dedicates her life to a job, work in a company that is engaged in traveling and also provides or prepares a travel tour, vacation or etc. This company is called Sakoi's Adventure. She has been working here for about 3 years, and the beginning of this story begins when Hanley gets a call from the office to attend a meeting, which in the meeting explained that she got a promotion to become the digital marketing director, but not only one, but with one more candidate. Uh, he is Graham Crawford Collins, a social media manager who works from home and lives in the Michigan area. The two of them initially had a very distant relationship, with Hanley not liking Graham's nature for one reason or another reason. They were put on a mission to create a new ideas and ideas to improve the company by taking a tour of the Galapagos Island in the South America. This tour aims to be a survival event for both of them, which will be chosen by one of them who has better ideas. Hanley came with his younger sister, who was trying to help her with a job. She is a waltz between Hanley and Grimm. They never met. They only communicate by telephone, so they were awkward with each other, especially Henry, who didn't like Grimm. Even though, from Graham's side, he wants to be closer and closer to Hanley and try to improve his relationship. Although indeed in a way that made Hanley even more annoyed with him. This love story begins when there is an event that requires them to do activities in the sea by diving and seeing a sea lion, while Hanley is someone who hates the sea and she has a trauma with the sea. But because she wants to, and with the least of his ability, she tried to dive in a state of trembling and difficulty breathing. Besides that, Graham continued to be by her side and provided direction and learnings so that the trauma from Hanley was gone. And it's true that in the end, Hanley was able to get through the trauma. There, Hanley thought that Graham was a good person and not being selfish. But this didn't last too long because Hanley instead avoided Graham and said that he was on his bad list. And a curious Graham asked, "What's wrong with him?" And Hanley said that she had taken credit for a work that went viral last year. He responding to James, he said that thanks by saying that it was his work. On the other hand, Graham defended himself, saying that his cell phone was tapped by someone and didn't do that. At first, Hanley didn't believe him, so she asked her other friends. Indeed, this is just misunderstanding between Hanley and Graham. Even though Graham thought about what made Hanley dislike him all the time, Graham also said that he wasn't as bad as Hanley thought. And the next day, they visit the place where the flamingo were, and this time, Walls, who was the younger sister of Harley, tried to approach Grim by asking him to talk and take a picture together, and they have a conversation. And Harley, who saw that, felt displeased, and in the end, she had an accident which got her into a problem. Then, with that, Graham tried to help solve the problem, but got a response from Hanley that made him feel questionable. In the end, he said that Hanley was jealous of Waltz. Graham would know that felt exasperated and wanted to kiss her. Hanley, who felt embraced, even blurred himself. Even though Wolves was trying to tempt Graham into getting his project into trouble here, and Hanley won it because she won to Hanley won the project. Graham lived alone at this time. His mother, who is a professor, died a few years ago. That's what caused him to work at home because he had to accompany his sick mother. So he wants to work out and win this project, feeling that he is had enough of his current work. At this moment, Hanley felt her self-confidence rise. She didn't feel great and felt herself weak. Then Graham gave him positive word to redevelop self-confidence. Hanley is afraid that she will be kicked out of the company because of the problem she has done. Because this has happened to her at the time, his ex-boyfriend, Sam, stabbed her in the back by taking her ideas and bad-mouthing herself in front of the boss. This make traumatized her severely. Graham, who heard that, said that he couldn't possibly be like Sam. He would always support what Hanley did, and day by day they get closer and show more and more interest in each other. But towards the end, Hanley thought that she couldn't have a long-distance relationship because of Remy, who lived in Michigan and she lived in Seattle. So she started to distance herself and tried to deny herself liking Grimm. Walls, who know that, said that no other man made her smile so happy. And Hanley, who realized that she really liked and loved Grimm, and so she met Graham and expressed his feelings. On the day of the announcement, the winner was Grimm Jack. James says that Hanley's proposal was not enough to convince him that it was something that would improve the quality of the company. He said that it was just a funny proposal, even though Hanley's idea was something of the genius. She wanted to increase sales of yachts in the Galapagos by using digital marketing. But James flatly rejected the idea. But her friends did not approve of it. She said that Henley would bring the proposal to the CEO to present it in person. Barbara, who said that James was often cheating, he often rejected idea from his subordinates and took over the idea to turn them into his own. Henley was helped with her crew to prepare the presentation that she would do the next day. Even Graham, who knew about it, came and support him. Then, on the day, she tried to go to the office of the CEO. The CEO named Marland. and write their James will try to present his idea and Henley be the first to do it. Marlene also liked the idea and tried to continue the idea. And James, who feels betrayed and doesn't feel good about it, is fired from the company by Marlene. So Marlene appointed her to be the chief strategy officer for Sequoia's adventure and had his own department filled with friends. Then the relationship between the two of them, between Grimm and Henley, is getting better. They had a plan a vacation together by camping together, following Henley's which she was wanting to do for a long time. And that is all for me. Thank you for watching my video. I hope everyone is always healthy and happy. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.